Why does the USA have 50 states? History explained simply. Why does the United States have exactly 50 states? Why not 40? Why not 60? And how did these states come together to form one country? In this video, we'll explain how the United States grew from 13 colonies into 50 states, step by step, using simple language and clear visuals. Let's start at the beginning. 1. The original 13 colonies. The United States did not begin with 50 states. It began with 13 British colonies along the east coast of North America. These colonies were settled by Europeans, controlled by Britain, largely independent from each other. After the American Revolution, these 13 colonies became the first 13 states of the United States. They agreed to unite under one nation, but with an important: each state would keep some power of its own. This idea became the foundation of the U.S. system. 2. What does state mean in the USA? In the United States, a state is not just a region. Each state has its own government, its own laws, its own courts, its own capital city. But all states also follow the U.S. Constitution. Constitution. Federal law. This system is called federalism. Power is shared between the national government, the state governments. This allowed the country to grow without becoming too centralized. How the USA started expanding. After independence, the United States began expanding westward. New land was purchased, claimed, settled, sometimes taken through war or treaties. As population grew in these new areas, people wanted representation and rights. Instead of becoming colonies, these territories could apply to become new states. This was a key difference between the U.S. and old empires. New lands could join as equals. 4. How a territory becomes a state. Becoming a state was not automatic. A territory had to reach a certain population, create a local government, write a state constitution, be approved by the U.S. Often admitted states in pairs. One free state, one slave state. This balance was unstable. Eventually, the disagreement led to the Civil War. After the war, slavery was abolished. New states entered under a unified system. This shaped the modern structure of the nation. Why the number stopped at 50? By the mid-20th century, the continental U.S. was complete. The final two states were Alaska, 1959, Hawaii, 1959. In 1960, the U.S. didn't. Flag was updated to show 50 stars, one for each state. Since then, no new states have been added. Why? Because there are no large territories left. Statehood requires political agreement. Expansion today is far more complex. Could the USA have more than 50 states? Technically, yes. Some U.S. territories exist today, such as Puerto Rico, Guam, others. These territories are not states, but discussions about statehood do occur. However, adding a new state requires congressional approval, national political agreement, so while possible, it is not simple or guaranteed. Why states are important in America. States are central to how the U.S. operates, works. They control education, policing, local laws, elections. This allows diversity within one nation. Different states can reflect different cultures, different economies, different lifestyles, yet all remain united under one constitution. Conclusion. The United States has 50 states not by accident, but through centuries of expansion, compromise, and history. From 13 colonies to a nation of 50 equal states. This system shaped the country you see today. Thanks for watching, and keep learning with USA Learning Studio, USA. Just tell me what you want next.